When he was about 10 years old is when we started to notice. He asked me what depression is.
Running to and from hospitals in a cycle of crisis.
We got another autism diagnosis. He was also diagnosed with ADHD, PTSD, bipolar, and several different mood disorders.
Timmy and his mother were running out of options.
The hospital became his coping tool.
Nothing seemed to stop Timmy's mind from running into dark places no little boy should know.
He struggled. He struggled with suicide. He struggled with wanting to hurt himself.
When Timmy's overwhelmed mom couldn't get the right help in Colorado Springs,
I discovered that no provider was offering these services.
she tried the residential child care system. First, the Mount St. Vincent home in Denver, where children with deep emotional scars go to live with specialized therapy. Timmy's mom says he ran away from here a lot.
He got out a few times and he climbed that 12-foot fence or however high it is, and he would go out to the street and lay in the street.
Timmy was in and out of facilities. Last summer, he came here to Tennyson Center, and within a matter of days, he ran away twice. And he's not the only one. 911 dispatch data reveals a systemic problem with kids just leaving. Last year, Tennyson Center called police on average every 3 days for runaways.
We frequently hear a concern that children are running away from these 24-hour facilities.
A runaway problem that's run away for years, according to the Child Protection Ombudsman, the office that investigates child welfare complaints. Our review of 911 calls backs that up too. Since 2018, Tennyson called police 928 times, with more than a third of those calls involving kids running away. Is this runaway problem an acceptable symptom of the system?
You know, no. Runaway behavior really puts children in peril. That's the bottom line. We see children being sold into sex trafficking. We see children that have been harmed in accidents. We see kids who have been killed.
Oh my God, dude.
June 21st, 2020.
He just popped up out of freaking nowhere.
Along the I-70 frontage road in Wheat Ridge.
I was so frantic on what was going on, the operator couldn't understand me.
This driver told police it appeared the boy he hit was lying in the middle of the road.
I didn't see him, and all of a sudden, bam!
For more than 24 hours, Wheat Ridge police couldn't identify the severely injured boy and put out his photo on social media for help. Eventually, Timmy's mom got the news.
And when I walked in the room and saw him, I can't even tell you. And then I thought, I knew he wasn't coming back.
At age 12, Timmy stopped running.
I spent about 12 hours with him, and then he passed away.
Were there cases that you recall when children tried to run away from the facility?
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
We were surprised to hear from former staff members at Tennyson and Mount St. Vincent about how they can't stop kids from running away. Were you allowed to physically restrain kids before they would leave?
So you're not supposed to. Honestly, it's probably not an understatement to guess at least once a day you'd have a kid leave grounds. I eventually learned we're not supposed to block the children, and I never understood why.
Primarily it is because the law and the regulations around those facilities do not permit staff to either stop children from running away or in any way chase them, if you will.
A runaway problem that's escaped any solution for years as kids die in the care of facilities that are supposed to keep them safe.
And no, it's not acceptable for us to continue after decades of saying, but it's just always been that way.
How bad is the problem at Tennyson? We obtained an email from Denver police warning them that they were at a, quote, tipping point with the number of 911 calls. That email was sent 1 month before Timmy died. During a 4-month period around that time, Denver police spent the equivalent of 36 days handling 911 calls there. That's why earlier this year, Tennyson shut down their residential program, Alex.
Jeremy, what are the facilities saying about all of this?
Well, Tennyson Center declined to comment for this specific story, but Mount St. Vincent acknowledged that staff, by law, are not allowed to physically stop kids from running away or even locking them in. A Denver police sergeant lost his temper on one of these calls at one of these places. We have that audio and more on these rules tomorrow night.
Okay. Jeremy, thank you. 9 wants to know, and Colorado Sun investigation on this continues online with a deeper look at how often and why this facility and others are calling the police. We want to hear from you. If you know more about this runaway problem, please text us at 303-871-1491.